Are you ready?
You're watching the Huddle on Fox 2.
Welcome to The Huddle, brought to you by 956sports.com, served by McDonald's on Fox 2. Thanks to the drill team from Mission Veterans High School for bringing us into the show.
good.
It's a great job, ladies. It's fantastic. Dr. Greg
Been
Selbert
killing
joining us here in The Huddle.
Golly.
We're going to have the coach, Gene Garza, step in, along
Not
with a
in
very
costume.
special guest, Esteban Garza, going to be a part of the show as well. My name's Tony Farina. Are we ready to run down the Week 8 highlights, Doc?
I'd say we are.
Let's
We're
get
gonna
to
have a
it.
good time.
We'll start in Weslaco or McAllen, where Weslaco took on McAllen. Clay Jones under center, hands it off to number 21, A.J. De La Rosa. Nice moves like the Michael Jackson Thriller video, moving the ball closer to the goal line, and that would set up Jose Diaz, putting Weslaco on top 19-7. They would win at 19-7 and move into second place in their district, along with some great help that from the defense, stopping a McAllen goal line stance. To Donna we go to, and check this out. Elpidio Yanes scoring. Donna looking good early and throughout the entire game. Here we've got Armando Villarreal scoring as well. Donna would go on to win this game 56-7, and they would actually get a little help from their special teams on this fake punt, moving the ball up closer and helping them score again. Donna on top of La Jolla. In Weslaco East and McAllen Memorial, Saul Cuellar from long distance, putting it in for the Wildcats. They would hold McAllen Memorial to 260 yards total. The defense would force 5 turnovers. Weslaco East would pick up a big 14-3 victory. Let's go to the Mid-Valley, where the Mercedes Tigers would take on the Ed Couch Elsa Yellow Jackets. Big rivalry for these two schools. It was 0-0 in the first quarter till Mark Garcia took the ball 49 yards. Oh! Just escaped the grab right there. Ed Couch also would take a 7-0 lead. Now, after a mishandled punt by the Tigers, the Jackets get the ball at the 6-yard line, and Miguel Mariscal would score 14-0 Jackets. But we haven't seen Matthew Guzman till right now, that he forces his way into the end zone, scoring his 13th touchdown of the year, 14-7 at the half. And in the third quarter, Eric Morales would cap an 85-yard drive. With this run, the Tigers, 2 turnovers in the red zone. Jackets win 21-7. At Mission's Veterans Patriots would take on the Mission Eagles. Randy de la Garza put the Eagles on top 28-0. Then watch this. Juan Rios. They like to call him Johnny running like the river. Nice run. Another score. Mission Eagles defense incredibly tough. They would rack up 13 sacks on the night. The Eagles win 42-0. Edinburgh High School getting together with Edinburgh Economides, and watch this. The Bobcats punting, bad snap. Jaime Salinas is there to jump all over the punter. Jags had a great opportunity inside the 5, but a tremendous hit. The ball comes loose, and Edinburgh would capitalize on it. They would get on the board here. Alex Trevino scoring. We're tied at 7. Later, Economides would score when Luis de la Paz would hook up with his brother Hugo de la Paz.
Hugo Reyes, Paz, just good friends, but they're both good players.
14-7. That would put the Jags on top. Edinburgh would down Michael Harrison, find Jordan Saldana. The Bobcats would pull off a stunner, 29-26. Here's Harrison to Saldana, going long. Booyah, end zone, buddy. And of course, Thursday night action, we'd be remiss if we didn't show the San Benito Greyhounds taking on the PSJA Bears. Arturo Coronado, this is one of 3 touchdowns on the night for him. Like he conquered PSJA, Coronado did. He'd scored from 12 yards out here. The Greyhounds would go on to win this contest 52-0. Now, Doc, of all the action that we saw Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. The big game of the weekend was the Ed Cal Chelsea Yellow Jackets taking on the Mercedes Tigers there in the Mid-Valley. You were there for the game. What happened to the Tigers? Why couldn't they get their offense on the ball against Ed Cal Chelsea?
Well, you know, the Tigers had a pretty good ball game, Tony, yard-wise, but they didn't cash in their opportunities. They got down there early, couldn't get something. They ended up being behind 14-0 after a period. They fought their way back, kind of like Donna did against Shirley, and they fought their way back. But Ed Cal executed too well, man. They were really solid. They didn't pass but once. It was for 29 yards. Every time they called something, it worked. You know, they just played really good football. I was surprised at Ed Cal's defense. Man, they were able to hold them pretty well, really. Isaiah Garza, though, I like the Mercedes quarterback. He can run, he can throw. Mercedes will be heard from again, but right now, and a bunch of low-scoring games over the weekend. See, 21-7 to me is a football score for a game. I really enjoyed that. It was a big crowd out there. Ed Couch is looking good. Actually, they have the same exact record now. So that district has gotten crazy. They're right there. Mission's one ahead, and who's going to get that 4 spot? That's the question.
That'll be the interesting point. You know, you talked about a great crowd. This is not your usual Ed Couch Mercedes game. It didn't have that sold-out feeling, that sensation going on there at the Black Hole.
There were a few empty seats to be had, patches of seats. The people who were there were fiery. I think that Ed Couch has been stunned by this whole thing that happened to them all year. So they just, every week they have to relearn how to do stuff. You know, they're tired of getting picked on. Mercedes had to play on the road, and they were a little discombobulated. But I'll tell you this, they played a good football game. Matthew Guzman is a hard running back. I love that Pettis, the linebacker. There were a lot of good hits and a lot of good players last night. I really enjoyed the game.
Well, that's the important part. If you want to check out more of the Mercedes Tigers, Ed Cal Chelsea Yellow Jackets game, log on to 956sports.com. Our man Carlos Robledo will have the call of the game. We're going to take a look at the Mission Eagles, Mission Veterans Patriots game through the eyes of our 956sports.com photographer, Ray Leal.
All right,
Here it
Ray.
is. Show us, Ray.
Hit it, Ray.
Looking for a bit of indulgence? Look no further than the new chocolate chip frappe from McCafe. Every bit as delicious as the McCafe frappes you love, only this one has a bit more wow. Bits of chocolate chips in every sip. Blended into mocha and caramel, all topped with a double drizzle of chocolate and sweet caramel. You've never had a frappe like this. Better get your hands on one quick, because it's only here for a little bit. The simple joy of the perfect sip.
A lot of people don't know who we are, what we do. These girls showed up one day all dressed up, and they thought it was a dance hall. We wanted people to know that we're building materials. Mott's Cash and Carry building materials. People come in and they're surprised. Man, you guys have got great deals. I didn't know you was here. I mean, we've been here for over 40 years. And you thought the good old days were gone forever? We're still here. Mott's Cash and Carry building materials. It's not a dance hall, you know.